Hey guys, I'm Brian Chu from the Australian Gold Fund. I am at the inaugural Gold Coast Gold Conference and we're at QT. What I'm going to do is I will be interviewing a few people from bullion dealers, company executives, as well as also private investors. So let's check them out. Hi everyone, I'm at the Gold Coast Gold Conference. Now they say conspiracy theories are only made because you're ignorant. When you read the history and you dare to go in depth into what's going on, you will find out more truth than there are lies. Or it could be that you have lived quite a lie. With me is Tim Major by Beat the Reset. Now Tim has delved into the history of the financial system and also the implications of the setting up of a central bank, fiat currencies, and how society has been turned upside down. Now, Tim, thanks a lot for your time.
Absolute pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Tim, tell us a little bit about why you set up Beat the Reset. What's it about and how did you come across this idea?
Beat the Reset is simply to educate people on one point, and that is the difference between currencies and monetary systems. It turns out that people only seem to understand currency, which is a medium of exchange. And really what I'm out to educate people on is monetary systems and what is true wealth and how to store value. That is the definition of money. So again, the definition of money, the true definition, is a store of value over time. That is it. Can currencies do that? No. So then why is it that most people are in currencies and not in monetary systems? And fundamentally because they haven't been taught how to do that. So that's it.
And how did you realize this? What was a penny drop moment for you that you realized, hang on, this is not the world I'm actually living in. Something is wrong. I'm going to read about it. And I found out.
I think the answer to that is that we all get to a point in our life where the dream doesn't match the reality. And I got to a point where I was so far from what I imagined, that I realized I need to really go back and rethink what I'm doing here. I was in real estate, I was in, derivatives, got me nowhere. And suddenly I started researching monetary systems, and then all of a sudden it made sense. Yeah, and I found the answer I was looking for. So that gave me wealth as opposed to debt. And then that was it. I was in charge of my own wealth. I became my own central bank, commoditized, digitized, decentralized. And that was it. And the whole world changed. So that, yeah.
Right. So how do people find you, and what types of things do you offer for them? Because you're quite out there.
Yeah.
Where do we get a hold of you?
Well, first of all, I have a big social media channel, Instagram. We've got about 60,000 people on Instagram. We've got about 25,000 Facebook, Spotify, but I've got 2 books, and my first book was called Things We Were Never Told About Money. It was a bestseller on Amazon, and I still sell that book. It's very quick, easy read. It's available from me on my website, or if you're overseas, it's available from Amazon. My second book as well, was called The Great Asset Shift, and was all about silver. So that's available from my website. So we have a website, beatthereset.com.au. My channel is the same as my business name, Beat the Reset. We've got a little blue tick if you're trying to find us and look for a guy in a hat. And I talk about pretty much the history of the monetary systems, where we are right now, and more importantly, the bit that I didn't talk about today is where we are going. Now that's the big one. It's wonderful to know where we were, but that gives you the context.
Yes.
But it's really how to invest now 5 years into the future, and that's really what people want to know.
So do you encounter many who are under the age of 35? How do they find out, and what is your message you have directed particularly towards them?
If I had to speak to I've got 4 children under the age of 35, and my message to them is stay away from debt-based positions. You
don't believe in good debt, bad debt, like Robert Kiyosaki?
I don't. I'm a big fan of Robert Kiyosaki. I toured with Lynette Zhang, who lives in the same city, Phoenix, Arizona, as Kiyosaki. Love what he says. Don't subscribe to the way he does it. No, I don't. I think it's. I think once There are two systems, there's debt and there's wealth. I don't believe the two can really work together. I think if you're going to have a debt existence, you are going to live in the consumer world. If you're going to have a wealth existence, you need to be decentralized and you need to be in charge of your own wealth. These two things are very, very non-correlated to me. Primarily because of the fiat currency where it all starts, central bank's currency, debt. And that's it. So for my advice to young people, people under 35, is to think about your dollar being able to do four things. One, you can spend it. Once it's spent, it's finished and it's over. You don't have it anymore. Two, you can save it. If you're in Australia, 5% in a commercial bank on a 12% per annum D-based currency gives you minus 7%. So those first two positions are debt-based. But really the advantage for your under 35s is to understand the other two positions. Trading positions, which is fun and can create quick capital, but it's short term. But my favorite of all, investment positions, which are the same as trading but very long term and very secure and decentralized and zero counterparty risk. So again, the four positions that people under 35 are going to encounter is they're going to spend their dollars, they're going to save their dollars, they're going to trade their dollars, or they're going to invest their dollars. And it really depends on what they're trying to achieve. So the first two are debt, and the second two are trading into wealth. And so this is really, for me, the advantage that young people have. They get the choice. It's just that nobody really teaches them positions 3 and 4. They only ever really learn about positions 1 and 2, how to get rid of it and how to save it in a commercial bank.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Tim Manger, Beat the Reset. You can follow him on his channel and make sure you go and ask him any questions. He also does Speaking Tours, I believe, as a book. And if you like our channel, like this video, also check the links below, subscribe, and we'll bring you more videos later on. Thank you once again.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for having me. Really appreciate it.
And God bless. Take care.